Good evening, and welcome to our 5th grade chorus concert. It's somewhat of a musical. There are some acting parts this evening as well, and I really hope you enjoy the Great American Holiday Bake Off. Before we start, I would like to say a few special thanks because once they get rolling, there's not really time to do this. So I'd like to thank the White Deer faculty and staff. We are an amazing team of people, and I'm so proud to be a part of them. Especially our 5th grade teachers. Some of them are here tonight. If they could stand and be recognized. Mrs. Chappell, Mrs. Lilly, Mr. Marshall, Mrs. Rudloff, Mr. Schaefer, and Mrs. Zettelmoyer. Our music staff, I couldn't do all this without them. Mr. Berkmiller, Mr. Hewitt, and Mrs. Kuznicki. At the back, we have our amazing light and sound crew operated by Mr. Patrick Maynard and Miss Olivia Maynard. And my son Ethan is back there running sound for me tonight, so thank you. There's a lot going on in the district this evening. I know there's a basketball game and several other things. I know Mr. Seth Wrights is normally here reporting our concerts. I believe he's back there as well, so thank you, Mr. Wrights. I'll be sending out a video link to that later on. A huge thank you to our Milton Area School Board of Educators because they are very supportive of the arts here in Milton, especially our superintendent, Dr. Vic Hart, our assistant superintendent, Mrs. Catherine Curtin, our Director of Elementary Education, Dr. Scoggins, and our White Deer Principal, Ms. Julie Lohr. And also, we couldn't do everything we do without our wonderful custodians. Let's give everybody a round of applause. And without further ado, we present the Great Big Holiday Bake Off.
Competition. First, the solo bake-off.
To demonstrate creativity and individuality.
And second, the culinary collaboration.
Which is all about teamwork and quick thinking.
Without further delay, let's meet our bakers. All the way from Cookieville, Kentucky, it's Debbie Dunbar. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be back.
Next, she's a Doctor of Delicious from Caramel College in Popcorn, Indiana. It's Professor Penny Potts.
Go, Husker! Winner of our Eggnog Challenge and a master of a creamery, here's Duncan Doe. Great to be here.
Our one and only tandem team, the Toffee twins, Tommy and Tammy.
Here we go. An avid cookbook collector from Coconut Corners, Georgia, Betty Butterworth. I'm so excited, y'all.
And so are we, Betty. Let's get started by introducing the judges.
He never bakes poorly. It's Billy Bakewell.
She's the apple of our eye. Here's Granny Smith.
What a lovely greeting. So nice to see all of you. The solo bake-off portion of the competition began last night when our contestants were given their first assignment.
The judges left plenty of room for interpretation and asked our cooks to create holiday treats of their own choosing.
The only requirement is that the creations must be appropriate for a festive holiday party. Shall we begin?
Who's up first?
I'll go.
Debbie Dunbar began cooking at home as a teenager. She fell in love with baking in the 7th grade when she made her very first snickerdoodle.
What do we have here, Debbie?
I see some familiar shapes.
Yes, you do, Billy. Everyone back at home just raves about my holiday sugar cookies. Debbie's sugar cookies. Let's hear what they think.
Debbie, these cookies are delightful. They have a
flaky texture with delicate sweetness that reminds me of my own grandmother's baking.
And the shapes you designed are terrific. The Christmas tree, candy cane, and star are absolutely perfect.
Thank you. And how about the reindeer?
At first glance, I thought it may be a moose or a horse.
Those antlers have always been a challenge for me. Well, I saw the reindeer straight away. My job, my dear.
Thank you, Debbie. Let's move on to our next baker, Penny Potts.
I am. Professor Potts holds a PhD in flower sifting and is a leading expert in gumdrop coloration. I'm a big fan of gumdrops, Penny.
Looks like you're trying something different?
I am. These are my ooey gooey, soft and chewy cinnamon ones.
Those cinnamon buns sure do look delicious, but what will the judges say?
Sticky, warm, moist, fluffy, and a word fantastic.
I just want to keep eating. What's our secret, Penny? A great baker never tells. I kept a few cooking secrets over the years myself.
How about a hint, Professor?
My lips are sealed. Thank you, Professor Potts, let's check in with Duncan Doe.
Let's do this.
Duncan Doe is a popular barista from Cappuccino, California. His frothy latte foam designs include snowflakes, portraits of Santa, and the elf on the shelf.
Muggs, looks like you came up with something totally unique.
I like to think outside the box, so I whipped up some fresh hot chocolate.
Very clever and well within the rules.
But be careful, it's hot, 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 hot.
our judges. When you said it would be hot, 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 I had no idea.
Do I detect a bit of spice?
Yes, that's the cayenne pepper. It's all the rage back at the coffee house. I hope you like it.
I do like it. I like it very much.
That certainly explains the word hot.
Thank you, Duncan. Let's double the fun and make room for the Toffee twins.
Are we set? You bet! Tommy and Tammy Toffee came from a long line of candy makers. Their family tree includes names like Hilton Murphy as well as Mike and Leomaris. I spy something red.
I spy something white.
Use this tree to entertain. It's a minty candy cane.
What will the judges have to say about the Toffee Twisty Treat?
These candy canes are wonderful. Not only do they look marvelous, but the minty flavor is nothing short of divine.
I agree with Granny, but perhaps peppermint is just a bit too ordinary. Do you make any other kinds?
Or chocolate is nice.
Some fruit flavors too.
Blackberry and blue.
They all sound good. It might have been nice to try those.
For me, I appreciate the familiar taste of mint at the holidays. Refreshing. Thank you, twins. Let's see what our final solo bake-off entry will be. Betty Butterworth. Coming right up.
A fan of regional recipes and down-home dishes, Betty Butterworth just published her very own cookbook, Fun with Jello Rolls.
Available online at your local bookstore.
Wow, check this out.
What an elaborate entry.
Building a great gingerbread house can be a challenge. It needs to look good and taste great.
That's true, Billy, but dare I say, Betty's house is spot on a crisp gingerbread base held together with velvety smooth icing. Really? You like it? I'm so pleased.
You sound surprised.
This is my first one, and decorating with those tiny candies was tough. Well, it looks lovely, dear. Congratulations.
That wraps up the solo bake-off proportion of our competition, and it looks like a tight race. Any predictions, Billy?
We've tasted some fantastic sweets today. It's hard to choose a favorite right now, so it all comes down to what's next.
And what's next? Culinary collaboration.
Each of these sealed bags contains random making ingredients. Contestants, please come forward and choose one of the bags. Has selected specific items that combine to make a very special cake. This cake is a traditional holiday treat that dates back to the Middle Ages.
But there's a twist. We did not include a recipe, and not one of you has everything you'll need.
So you have to be creative and work as a team.
Good luck, everyone. We'll be back shortly.
Well, should we see what we got? Let's give it a shot.
I've got the basics, flour and eggs.
Looks like lemon, raisins, dates, and figs for me.
A bunch of nuts in here?
That should make the flavor nice. I've got candied cherries in mine.
please.
Get ready, get set.
Actually, there's no need for a test. It really doesn't matter what it tastes like.
Why not?
Don't you see? This final challenge wasn't about fruitcake at all. It was about coming together.
She's right. We did come together, didn't we?
And in doing so, you made something we all can share.
All of these ingredients are good on their own.
But when they combine, it's simply divine.
What a wonderful feeling.
And just like fruitcake, that feeling will last long after the holidays.
Cue bow music, please. Host 1 and 2, Leomaris and Andre, Familia-Rhodes. Our judges, Arianna and Trip Poser. Debbie Dunbar, Amiya Woodton. Professor Penny Cox, Raelyn Cottage. Duncan Hudson Lewcyk. Tommy and Tammy Toffee, Max Smith and Avery Marion. Mary Dick as Butterworth. And a big shout out to all of our 5th grade chorus members. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. I know yesterday's weather was very unexpected and I appreciate all of you that made it. Thank you so much.